Hey, it's Danish from Local Niche Marketing. And if you're a chiropractor or a local business owner and you are not getting the results that you expected, that is because you're not targeting the wrong people because your messaging is very generic to them. Now, in this video, what we are going to cover is that how you can eliminate your messaging problem and thus generate an audience that is actively looking for your treatments. Let us just go through the problems first. The problem is that you're getting clicks, leads, inquiries, but none of them is actually becoming a patient for your chiropractic business or your local business. And that's a huge problem because what they see is the ad, and then they give the details about themselves in order to become a lead. But what happens is that they feel that your messaging is like a lot of other chiropractic businesses. Your messaging is generic, it's not targeting the pain, and it's very it's talking about the features or the features of the treatment, and that is not how you are actually going to get patients. The reality shift here is that your ads don't bring the bad leads, your messaging does. Messages or the messaging in the ads plays a critical role how the audience is going to react. And you have to be very diligent in creating the messaging according to your audiences. Otherwise, you are going to feel that your ad spend is being wasted on the bad leads. Now, problem number one is that your messaging feels like it's too generic. It's not targeting anything. I mean, if we talk about different treatments in chiropractic business, there are certain treatments. For example, you can take the example of spinal decompression. Now, spinal decompression is, as we all know, that it treats back pain, but it feels like it's very generic because if you write back pain relief, then anyone who is having back pain not more than 7 days would be interested in getting this treatment. However, that is not a qualified lead. So, our qualified leads are those people who are suffering from either herniated disc, degenerative disc disease, or spinal stenosis, all of these things. When you start writing about these specific pain problems that people are going through every day, then you are definitely going to attract people who are very qualified for your treatment. So, in order to create very specific messaging, you need to think about like what kind of pains my treatment actually solves, right? And you can put all of these things into ChatGPT or whatever AI tool that you are using, and it can help you create many ideal customer profiles on which you can write ad copies, create content, create creatives, and things like that. You can actually create a good foundation of your content strategy by putting all these things into the AI tools. Problem number two is that you have to be very specific in what you are offering, right? And you need to be very specific about what kind of problems that you are treating, right? So it actually gives the audience clarity whether this treatment will be right for them or not. For example, again, the spinal decompression example fits into this problem as well, right? So the people who are looking for resolving their pain without a surgery would be a good candidate, but then you need to specify like if they have been diagnosed with degenerative disc disease or herniated disc or bulging disc, then definitely your messaging can get them down the funnel and thus make them a patient for your business. Now, no pain based language is you either miss these points because you're not using pain as a lever to push the patients or leads down the funnel. And you need to be able to use pain based language if you want to um, get more out of your audience. By meaning of that is you have to speak with the pain, right? Fear, like you can give a statistic in the ad copy, or you can give a hook in your creative about how many people in US are currently suffering from degenerative disc disease, and use then start using fear, like if they don't proactively treat this, it is going to progress very quickly. So now you're using now pain, fear, their frustration as a lever to pitch them their services in the ads. Talking about the services and not the outcome, right? So people don't care about what you are offering as a service, right? They just want to see what kind of outcome your treatment can provide to them. If they are, if you are saying that we offer this and that service, they are definitely not going to be interested. If you curate your messaging in a way that gives them a specific outcome that they are looking for, then definitely they are going to be your patient. It's just that simple, right? So, and number fifth is no differentiation. Now, this is very important because you have to be very different in starting your advertisement. For example, there are two chiropractic businesses in the same location. One is doing the content by himself. That is actually a very unique perspective in digital marketing. And one is just using the static videos and static imagery to attract the patients. Now, the person who is doing the content by himself, his results are going to be very much better than the person who is not doing the content. And this actually creates a lot of differentiation, that it's just like people know you because you can treat their pain. It is that simple. However, there are other angles that you can touch by researching about the different pains that your treatment can relieve, and you can devise a content strategy against these unique angles, unique approaches, and clear positioning. Another way to create differentiation is that you can add something among the lines that you have treated that much patience, right? If you have done some public speaking or you have appeared on a TV channel, you can add that into your marketing or into your landing page or into your creatives. So this will create a different perspective when it appears to the audience. Now, these are all the problems, and we have already talked about how you can use different solutions for these five problems. If you have any questions, you can comment down on this video. And if you are looking to generate more patients, you can contact us, or more qualified leads for your local business, you can contact us. Everything will be mentioned in the description of the video. Until the next video, bye bye.